The 43-mile-long urban loop circling Greensboro is nearly complete. The North Carolina DOT says the last portion under construction could open this month. That is ahead of schedule. WFMY News 2's Amber Lake joins us live now with a reaction from people who live near the construction zone.
Some people who live along this loop tell me they're excited about the opening. Others, not so much. North Carolina Department of Transportation says the last stretch of the highway will open in mid-January. That's well ahead of schedule, with the previous timeline being spring of 2023. This last leg spans from North Elm Street to Highway 29, and it makes it easier to connect to I-40. Neighbors who live along this corridor weigh in on both sides of this.
I think it'll cut most people's driving time basically like in half, or maybe cut off a third of the time. It just saves people time and money, honestly.
Sometimes at nighttime, my husband and I are sitting outside by the fire pit and we're having conversations, and you know, those big dually trucks are flying by and they're revving their engines, and we have to stop our conversation because we can't hear each other speak.
Construction began 10 years ago on the urban loop. The highway will connect all parts of Greensboro. NCDOT says it'll take away a lot of the congestion on the arterial roads around Greensboro as well.
It's a huge accomplishment. You know, these big loop projects have been multiple decades in the makings. If you go back and look at some of the history of some of these, the original planning meetings for a lot of these projects, you know, began in the 60s and 70s for a lot of our metro areas.
NCDOT says in order to get all of this done and open at the end of January, they're going to need some good weather to head our way in order to get all of this wrapped up.